What if the first thing you eat in the morning could quietly transform your heart health without medication, without complicated diets, and without even changing your routine? For millions of seniors, a warm bowl of oatmeal is more than just breakfast. It's a daily ritual. And yes, it's widely known as one of the healthiest ways to start your day. But after the age of 60, when arteries naturally begin to stiffen, most people miss one important truth. It's not just about the oats. It's about what you add to them. That simple choice can either help keep your arteries flexible and open, or slowly clog them over time. Oatmeal on its own is a smart choice. It's rich in fiber and known for its cholesterol-lowering benefits. But if you've spent decades unknowingly building up plaque in your blood vessels, as most people have, oats by themselves simply aren't enough to reverse the process. The good news? There are 5 incredibly powerful natural ingredients that, when added to your oatmeal, can work together to boost circulation, sweep away bad cholesterol, and strengthen your heart every single morning. These are simple foods, not pills, not powders, not fads. And the most powerful one of all might surprise you, because it's known to noticeably improve blood flow in just a matter of days. Stick around to the end to learn what it is. But first, we begin with ingredient number 5, cinnamon. For most people, it's just a sweet spice, something sprinkled on toast or oatmeal for flavor. But after 60, cinnamon becomes something far more valuable, a natural defender against one of the most overlooked causes of artery stiffness, sugar damage. As we age, our body's ability to manage blood sugar begins to weaken. That's especially true if you've spent years eating processed food, refined carbs, or sugary breakfasts. After every meal, your blood sugar rises. And when it spikes too high, the excess sugar reacts with proteins in your arteries, creating sticky compounds that harden and inflame the vessel walls. Scientists call this process glycation, and it's one of the silent drivers of aging arteries. Cinnamon acts like a calming presence in your bloodstream. It slows the rate at which carbohydrates turn into sugar, helping your body maintain steadier glucose levels rather than sharp spikes. In other words, it keeps your blood calm, and that's good news for your arteries. Research shows that cinnamon can lower fasting blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity by as much as 24%. When your blood sugar stays steady, your arteries stay smoother and more elastic. But there's more. Cinnamon is also rich in polyphenols, natural antioxidants that fight inflammation and free radical damage in your vessels. Imagine giving your arteries a warm massage every morning. That's what cinnamon does on a molecular level. Seniors who begin using it daily often report better energy, fewer crashes during the day, and even sharper focus. If you're choosing cinnamon for heart health, go for Ceylon cinnamon, also called true cinnamon. It's gentler in flavor and contains less of a compound called coumarin, which can stress the liver in high amounts. To get started, just sprinkle half a teaspoon over your cooked oatmeal. Doing it after cooking helps preserve its aromatic oils and nutrients. It's a small, delicious change, but it can help your heart feel a little younger, one morning at a time. Now, onto something most people never expect to mix with oatmeal, and yet it could be one of the best things you do for your heart after 60. A drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Yes, olive oil on oatmeal. At first, it might sound strange, but this one small change could quietly transform your breakfast into a powerful, heart-nourishing ritual, often called liquid gold. Extra virgin olive oil is one of the richest natural sources of polyphenols, plant-based compounds, that have been shown to reduce inflammation, soften artery walls, and promote smoother, more flexible blood flow. And after 60, when arteries tend to lose their natural elasticity, this becomes especially important. These polyphenols work like internal protectors, shielding your blood vessels from the wear and tear of aging. In fact, research shows that people who consume just 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil a day can significantly lower their LDL cholesterol, the type that builds up in arteries. They also tend to have better blood pressure, more elastic vessels, and a reduced risk of heart disease by up to 30%. But for seniors, this isn't just about numbers. These are changes you can actually feel. Many older adults who begin using olive oil daily report warmer hands and feet, less fatigue after meals, a steadier heartbeat, and clearer thinking throughout the day. And that's not all. Olive oil doesn't just work alone. It actually helps the body absorb nutrients from other ingredients more efficiently. So when you add it to oatmeal along with cinnamon, flax seeds, or berries, it acts like a delivery system, enhancing their benefits inside your body. The key is to always choose the right kind, extra virgin, cold pressed, and unrefined. Avoid light, blended, or highly processed versions as they've been stripped of their natural polyphenols. And never cook it. High heat breaks down its beneficial compounds. Instead, drizzle about 1 teaspoon over your oatmeal right after it's cooked and in your bowl. It adds a subtle, smooth richness that blends perfectly with the natural sweetness of oats and fruit. Every drop works quietly in the background, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and helping your heart function better, not through medication or drastic changes, but through real food. And this brings us to the next star ingredient. One you're probably more familiar with, and one that brings not only flavor, but also powerful antioxidant benefits: blueberries. Small, vibrant, and bursting with color, these little berries are one of nature's most effective tools for protecting aging arteries. Their deep blue skin is a signal of something powerful inside anthocyanins. These are antioxidant compounds that help defend your blood vessels from damage caused by oxidative stress. As we grow older, our bodies accumulate more free radicals, unstable molecules that damage the inner lining of our arteries. When that lining becomes rough or inflamed, it sets the stage for cholesterol buildup and narrowing. Blueberries work like a cleanup crew. They neutralize those free radicals before damage can be done, keeping your arteries smoother, softer, and more elastic. In one study published in the Journal of Nutrition, adults who ate a cup of blueberries daily saw measurable improvements in arterial flexibility and blood flow. Another study found they boost nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels relax. The result? Better circulation, lower blood pressure, and improved oxygen flow to your brain, heart, and muscles. Many seniors who add blueberries to their breakfast say they notice the difference. Warmer extremities, steadier energy, more stamina on walks, and better mental clarity. Just half a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries stirred into your oats is enough. Frozen berries work just as well because they are harvested and sealed at peak ripeness. As they melt into the oatmeal, they release a beautiful purple juice, a sign that those antioxidants are blending right into your meal. Avoid canned or sweetened berries, as added sugars can cancel out the benefits. And for a richer antioxidant profile, try mixing in raspberries or blackberries. Each spoonful becomes a quiet act of restoration, a fruit-powered way to support circulation and protect the heart from the inside out. And now, we move to a tiny seed with enormous power, one that might just be the most underrated heart protector of all: flax seeds. These tiny golden or brown seeds might look insignificant, but when it comes to protecting your arteries, they are absolute powerhouses. Most people overlook them, yet they contain some of the highest levels of soluble fiber and plant-based omega-3 fatty acids you can find in any food. And for seniors, those two nutrients work together in a way that can make a noticeable difference in heart health. Think of soluble fiber as nature's internal broom. Once inside your digestive system, it binds to cholesterol particles and sweeps them out of the body before they ever have the chance to harden in your arteries. That means less plaque, less buildup, and a smoother path for blood to flow. In one study, people who ate flax seeds daily saw their LDL, the bad cholesterol dropped by up to 10% in just 4 weeks. And that kind of improvement is not only measurable, it's something you can physically feel over time. But flax seeds don't stop there. They're also rich in ALA, a special omega-3 fatty acid that helps soothe inflammation inside your blood vessels. When arteries are inflamed, they become stiff, narrow, and more likely to trap cholesterol. When inflammation calms down, blood moves freely again, bringing oxygen and nutrients to your heart, brain, and muscles with far less strain. Many seniors notice subtle but meaningful changes after adding flax seeds to their breakfast: warmer hands and feet, easier breathing, more comfortable walks, and a gentle lift in morning energy. These are small signs, but they point to something important happening under the surface: healthier circulation. There is one important detail, though: always use ground flax seeds, not whole. Whole seeds tend to pass through your body without being fully digested, which means you miss out on their benefits. Ground flax allows your body to absorb the nutrients properly. You can buy them already ground or grind them at home in a blender. Store them in the refrigerator to keep their natural oils fresh. Stir a tablespoon into warm oatmeal and give it a moment to thicken. The flavor is mild and slightly nutty, blending beautifully with berries, honey, or cinnamon. This brings us closer to the final ingredient, the one that can improve blood flow faster than most people imagine. But before that, it's worth briefly pausing for a reason. Many seniors watching this type of content are doing something incredibly important, taking control of their health through small, daily choices that can truly change long-term outcomes. So if this video has been helpful so far, consider liking it and subscribing to Senior Vital Health. It helps this information reach more people who need it. And feel free to share how your health has been in the comments. Your stories inspire others. Now, with that said, we move to the number one ingredient, the one most seniors find surprisingly effective, especially when it comes to circulation. It's something simple, something you've probably eaten before, but never thought of as a powerful tool for artery health. Walnuts. They may look ordinary, but inside, they contain one of the most ideal nutrient combinations for keeping your arteries open, flexible, and youthful. Walnuts are among the richest nuts in omega-3 fatty acids, powerful antioxidants, and a unique amino acid called L-arginine. Your body uses L-arginine to create nitric oxide, a natural compound that sends a signal to your blood vessels telling them to relax. When arteries relax, they widen slightly, allowing your blood to flow more freely and with less pressure. As we age, nitric oxide levels decline, which is why many older adults experience colder extremities, slower healing, and higher blood pressure. Adding walnuts to your oatmeal is a simple, delicious way to reverse that trend. Studies show that people who consume a small handful of walnuts daily see improvements in arterial flexibility and significant reductions in triglycerides, another harmful fat linked to heart disease. In everyday life, that means steadier circulation, more consistent energy, clearer focus, and a calmer heart rhythm. Walnuts also deliver vitamin E, magnesium, and polyphenols, nutrients that protect artery walls from oxidative damage and prevent cholesterol from sticking. For best results, add 4 to 5 walnut halves to your oatmeal after cooking so they keep their natural crunch and healthy oils. Avoid salted or sweetened versions, as added sodium and sugar weaken the benefits. And with that, you now have 4 of the 5 ingredients. But what comes next is the beginning of the most powerful, fastest acting, heart supporting habit seniors can build. And that habit begins with consistency. Because as powerful as walnuts, flax seeds, cinnamon, blueberries, and olive oil are individually, their real strength is revealed when they work together every morning in one bowl. This isn't about a miracle cure or an overnight fix. It's about building a quiet rhythm of healing into your daily routine. Just one bowl of heart smart oatmeal filled with these 5 natural ingredients can act like daily maintenance for your arteries, gently clearing, nourishing, and protecting them over time. Now, one of the most common questions we hear is, do I need to use all 5 ingredients at once? And the answer is absolutely, if you can. Because when you combine these foods, something called nutrient synergy happens. That's when nutrients actually amplify each other's effects inside the body. For example, the soluble fiber in flax seeds helps your system absorb the antioxidants in blueberries more efficiently. The healthy fats in walnuts make the protective compounds in cinnamon easier for your body to access. And then there's olive oil, which acts almost like a conductor in an orchestra, helping nutrients move through your digestive system and reach your cells faster and more completely. That's why a single bowl of oatmeal, when topped with these 5 ingredients, becomes something far more powerful than just breakfast. It becomes a form of natural therapy, one that supports smoother blood flow, steadier energy, and a more resilient heart. And best of all, it's simple. You don't need to prepare a complicated recipe. You don't need a supplement cabinet full of pills. You just need 5 foods, a spoon, and a few minutes in the morning. Of course, if you're new to this, you can start slowly. Maybe add ground flax seeds 1 week, then sprinkle in cinnamon the next. Introduce blueberries after that, then walnuts, and finally olive oil. There's no rush. The key is building a habit that lasts. Consistency, not perfection, is what truly brings results. And remember, even if you enjoy this meal just a few times a week, your body will begin to feel the difference. Another question we often get is about timing. When is the best time of day to eat this? While these ingredients are beneficial at any time, morning is especially ideal. That's when your body is waking up, your metabolism is kicking in, and your blood sugar is more sensitive to what you eat. Starting your day with these heart protective nutrients means you stabilize your glucose early, support smoother circulation, and set the tone for steady energy that lasts through lunch and beyond. That said, if you prefer oatmeal as an evening meal, that works too. The benefits are still there: smoother digestion, more restful circulation during sleep, and less pressure on your heart overnight. Many seniors actually report sleeping better when they've had a warm bowl of oats with healthy fats and fiber for dinner. Now, here's a simple trick to make it even easier. Prepare small jars of your dry mix ahead of time. Combine oats, ground flax seeds, and cinnamon in individual containers. Each morning, just add hot water or milk, stir, and top with fresh or frozen blueberries, chopped walnuts, and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. In under 5 minutes, you have a heart-nourishing breakfast that's ready to go. And this leads to the most important reminder of all. You don't need to be perfect to make progress. You don't need to eat this every single day for it to work. Even enjoying it a few mornings a week can add up to meaningful changes: lower cholesterol, stronger blood vessels, improved circulation. These are the quiet victories that happen in the background, one bite at a time. And before we wrap up this routine, there's one last but critical piece of advice, the one that ensures all your efforts support your health the right way, especially after 60. Always listen to your body and consult your healthcare provider before making major changes to your diet, especially if you're managing conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol. Even though the 5 ingredients we've covered are all natural, gentle, and widely considered heart-friendly, every person is different. What works well for one person may interact differently with another's medications or sensitivities. So as with any health change, checking in with your doctor is always a smart first step. This video is designed to inform, not to diagnose or treat. It's a starting point for deeper conversations with your doctor, with your family, and with yourself about what your body needs to thrive in your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond. Because the truth is, food is one of the most powerful tools we have. And when used wisely, it can help restore what time has worn down. Now let's take a quick moment to recap everything we've learned so far, because together, these 5 simple ingredients transform your ordinary oatmeal into a powerful daily act of heart care. It starts with ground flax seeds, the internal broom that sweeps cholesterol out of your system and calms inflammation in your arteries. Then there's cinnamon, which stabilizes blood sugar and protects your blood vessels from glycation and oxidative damage. Extra virgin olive oil, with its rich polyphenols, adds both flavor and function, nourishing your arteries, reducing internal inflammation, and boosting nutrient absorption across the board. Next, we have blueberries, small but mighty. These antioxidant-rich berries help repair and protect the inner lining of your arteries, promoting flexibility and better blood flow. And finally, walnuts, your secret weapon. With omega-3 seconds, antioxidants, and L-arginine, they help restore nitric oxide levels, relax blood vessels, and support circulation from the inside out. Put all 5 together, and your oatmeal stops being just a meal. It becomes a ritual of care, one that supports energy, focus, and a healthier cardiovascular system without relying on supplements or gimmicks. And that's something you can feel good about, not just once, but every morning you choose it. Many seniors find that within just a few weeks of adopting this habit, they begin noticing subtle but encouraging changes. Steadier energy, less heaviness after meals, warmer hands and feet, clearer thinking, better sleep. These are the signs that circulation is improving, blood is flowing more freely, and the heart is doing less work to keep your body running smoothly. And remember, it's okay to personalize this routine. Some people enjoy adding a touch of raw honey for flavor or using almond milk instead of water. Others might sprinkle in a pinch of nutmeg or swap blueberries for blackberries. As long as the core 5 ingredients are there, the benefits remain. It's about what works for you, what feels sustainable and enjoyable. Also, keep in mind that even the smallest changes matter. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet. You don't have to be perfect every day. What matters most is that you keep showing up for your health one bowl at a time, one choice at a time. And if you ever feel discouraged or unsure, remember this. The body responds to consistency. Healing doesn't always come in big dramatic breakthroughs. More often, it comes in the quiet progress you make each morning when you choose to nourish rather than neglect. We're almost at the end of this journey, but there's one last thing. A final reminder that ties everything together and explains why something as ordinary as breakfast might be one of the most important decisions you make each day. Because when you sit down each morning with a bowl of oatmeal enhanced by these 5 natural ingredients, you're not just eating. You're investing not in trends or expensive treatments, but in your long-term well-being. You're giving your arteries a reason to stay open and strong. You're feeding your body the tools it needs to repair, to protect, and to thrive. And perhaps most importantly, you're reclaiming control over your health in a way that's simple, affordable, and sustainable. This is why so many seniors have turned to this daily habit, not out of fear, but out of quiet confidence. Because the truth is, your body still wants to heal. It's capable of restoring balance, of improving circulation, of building energy even after 60, even after years of wear. The only thing it needs is the right support, given consistently and patiently. That's the beauty of food as medicine. It doesn't shout, it doesn't force, it simply works slowly, steadily, in harmony with the body's natural rhythms. Now, if you made it this far, chances are you're already thinking differently about breakfast. And that's a good thing. It means you're seeing food not just as fuel, but as care, a way to protect the heart you've carried through a lifetime of experiences. A way to stay strong for the people who love and depend on you. A way to feel more present, more energized, more alive every single day. So as you stir your oatmeal tomorrow morning, remember what it really is. Not just a warm meal, not just tradition, but a simple act of healing. A spoonful of flax seeds to gently sweep your arteries clean. A dash of cinnamon to keep your blood sugar steady and calm. A drizzle of olive oil to quiet inflammation and unlock the power of every bite. A handful of blueberries to guard your vessels from harm. And a few walnuts to restore flow and flexibility so your heart beats freely and your body stays strong. That's it. That's the formula. Nothing complicated. Nothing extreme. Just real, whole foods working together in quiet harmony. You don't need to chase magic cures or wait for help to come from outside sources. You already have what you need right in your kitchen. And if this video inspired you, we hope you'll pass it on. Share it with someone you love, a parent, a friend, a spouse, someone who deserves to feel stronger, more energized, and more hopeful about their health. Because this knowledge can make a real difference. And the more people it reaches, the more lives it can gently improve. Also, if you haven't already, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to Senior Vital Health. We're here to bring you more science-backed, heart-smart strategies designed specifically for life after 60. And if you'd like to show your support, consider clicking the Super Thanks button below. Your small gesture helps us continue creating helpful content for people just like you, people who believe in simple habits, consistent care, and the quiet power of food to change lives. To close, here's what we hope you remember. No matter where you're starting from, no matter your age or condition, it's never too late to build a better breakfast. One that clears your arteries, one that supports circulation, one that fills your body and your heart with exactly what it needs to feel alive again. Because the smallest habits, done with love, can lead to the biggest transformations. So tomorrow morning, as the steam rises from your bowl, smile. You've already taken the first step. And that step matters more than you know.